Every year, travelers and experts from around the world cast their votes to crown the most beautiful beach on the planet. Thousands of beaches compete. Hundreds of islands are considered. And in 2026, when all the votes were counted, one beach stood alone at the very top of the list. Not in the Maldives, not in Bali, not in Hawaii. The number one beach in the entire world in 2026 is Entalula Beach in Palawan, Philippines. And today, I am going to take you there completely. Entalula Beach is located in El Nido, in the province of Palawan, in the western part of the Philippines. If you have never heard of it before, do not worry, most people haven't. And that is actually part of its magic. El Nido itself is already considered one of the most beautiful places in the world. It is a small coastal town surrounded by over 45 islands and islets, each one more stunning than the last. And among all of those islands, Entalula is the crown jewel. The beach sits on Entalula Island, a small uninhabited stretch of land shaped by millions of years of natural geology. What you get there is a combination that is almost impossible to find anywhere else on Earth. Powder white sand so fine it feels like flour between your fingers. Water in shades of turquoise and blue so vivid they look computer-enhanced, and dramatic limestone cliffs that rise vertically from the sea and wrap around the beach like nature's own fortress walls. This is the kind of place that makes you stop mid-sentence. The kind of place where you take one look and forget every word you were about to say. Now let's talk logistics, because getting to Entalula is an adventure in itself. First, you will need to fly into the Philippines. Most international travelers land in Manila at Ninoy Aquino International Airport, which has connections from almost every major city in the world. From Manila, you have two options to reach El Nido. Option 1 is a connecting flight to Leo Airport in El Nido. This takes about 1 hour and 20 minutes and is the fastest way. AirSwift operates this route. Option 2 is flying to Puerto Princesa, Palawan's main airport, and then taking an overland van transfer to El Nido, which takes about 5 to 6 hours. It is longer, but the scenery on that road is genuinely spectacular. Once you are in El Nido town, you access Entalula Beach through what are called island hopping tours. Entalula is part of Tour C, one of 4 main tour routes operated by local boatmen. The tour typically costs between 1,200 and 1,500 Philippine pesos per person. That is roughly 20 to 25 US dollars. And it includes stops at multiple islands. Tours depart in the morning from El Nido Beach and return in the late afternoon. Book your spot the evening before because these tours fill up fast, especially in peak season. Palawan has a tropical climate, which means you need to time your visit carefully. The best time to visit El Nido and Entalula Beach is from November through April. During these months, the weather is dry, the skies are clear, and the sea is calm enough for island hopping. The absolute sweet spot, in terms of weather and fewer crowds, is November to January. You get perfect conditions without the peak season rush of February through April. Avoid visiting from June to October if possible. This is typhoon season in the Philippines, and the seas become rough, many tours get canceled, and the rain can be persistent. So what do you actually do at Entalula Beach? More than you would expect. Snorkeling is the #1 activity here. The reef surrounding Entalula Island is alive with marine life, sea turtles, clownfish, parrotfish, and an extraordinary variety of coral. The water is so clear that even without a mask, you can see the seafloor several meters below. Most tour operators provide basic snorkel gear as part of the tour package. Kayaking is another highlight. Many tour boats come with kayaks that you can paddle into smaller sea caves and through narrow passages in the limestone cliffs. Some of these passages open into secret lagoons that you can only access by kayak, and floating inside one of those hidden lagoons, with the cliffs all around you and nothing above but blue sky, is one of those experiences that stay with you forever. And then there is always the option to simply do nothing. Lie on the sand, wade in the shallows. Watch the colors shift as the sun moves across the sky. Entalula rewards stillness just as much as it rewards activity. Your tour will also include lunch, usually served right on the beach. A spread of fresh grilled fish, rice, and local vegetables prepared by your boatman. Eating fresh seafood on the sand at the world's #1 beach? That is a meal you will not forget. For accommodation, El Nido has options across every budget range. On the luxury end, Minilak Island Resort and Lagan Island Resort are the gold standards. Both are eco-resorts set directly on private coves within the Bukit Archipelago, offering overwater and beachfront cottages with stunning views. These require a separate boat transfer from El Nido town and offer a truly private, all-inclusive experience. For mid-range travelers, El Nido town has a growing number of boutique hotels and guest houses. Properties like Frangipani El Nido and Lika El Nido offer clean, comfortable rooms with good service at a fraction of the luxury resort price. For budget travelers, backpacker hostels line the streets of El Nido, many with rooftop bars and social atmospheres that make it easy to meet other travelers and organize group tour bookings. One important tip: book your accommodation well in advance if you are visiting between December and March. El Nido's popularity has grown enormously, and rooms at every price point fill up weeks ahead of time. Beyond the beach, El Nido has a food scene that will genuinely surprise you. The town's main street is lined with restaurants serving everything from fresh Filipino seafood to Italian wood-fired pizza, and most of it is incredibly affordable. Do not leave El Nido without trying kinalaw, the Filipino version of ceviche, made with ultra-fresh raw fish, marinated in coconut vinegar and calamansi lime. It is served cold, bright, and tangy, and it is one of the best things you can eat anywhere in Southeast Asia. The people of El Nido are known for their warmth and hospitality. Palawan has a strong indigenous Tagbanua community whose ancestral lands include much of the Bukit Archipelago. Many local tour operators are community-run, meaning your tourism spending directly supports these families. That is a very good reason, beyond the obvious, to book local rather than through large international platforms. Entalula Beach is not just the world's #1 beach in 2026. It is a reminder that places like this still exist, untouched, unhurried, and almost impossibly beautiful. In a world where the most famous destinations are crowded and over-documented, Entalula stands apart. Getting there takes effort. It takes flights, boats, early mornings, and a little planning. But the moment you step onto that sand and look out at that water, you will understand completely and instantly why it is #1. The Philippines is waiting for you. If this video inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe, because we have 4 more world-class beaches coming your way this week, And trust me, every single one of them is worth the journey. Drop a comment below. Would you visit Entalula Beach? I am reading every single one. See you in the next video.